We're in 6-3. We'll save a little bit of time on my typing because I'm not the fastest typer in the world. I've gone in and I've done something to, I want you to see, we have where we've used system.console. From time to time, I'll get into where I've got convert.toInt32. Now, we don't have to put console.readline because we have that using up there. I try, and sometimes I get in the habit, and by default I'll get stuck and I'll just type in console dot, and it just overrides, and it's not a required thing, but from time to time I may do it. So apologize if it's confusing, but it's just an old habit that I have. So for this exercise, we've got to receive values from the user, and those values need to be between -30 and 130. So we've got our constants, the range that we've declared, -30 to 130, lines 8 and 9. We'll populate our array. It's an array of integers called temperatures. It has 5 positions in it, 0 through 4. We also have a couple of integers and a double and some booleans. So let's start out. We're going to go through, it's our traditional for loop to populate the array, and we dealt with it in the last couple of exercises. We give the user a prompt to tell us the temperature. So temperature number, and we've got an index of 0. They want us, we're telling them the first temperature, so it's 0 plus 1. Temperature number 1, temperature number 2. So it'll put that in index 0. So it converts what we've read into an integer, stores it in temperature index 0. Then it evaluates what's there. If temperature's 0 is less than the min, which was -30, or greater than the max. If that is the case, we're going to prompt them, that's out of range, please re-enter, and that we will decrease the value of x, bringing us, and we come right back into the start of our for loop again, and x will be the same as it was when we just went through previously, because we increased it and then decreased it, came back, started again. So this allows us to go through the loop over and over and over and over again if the range, if the value is out of range. So let's assume at this point we've populated that array and we have all 5 values. Let's go through it item by item, and our subscript, max subscript, is temperature.length -1. So that's as far as we can go. So as long as we're less than that, we'll go through it item by item. If temperatures 0 is greater than or equal to, so this is a swap thing that where we'll assign a value of ascending or descending. All right. If it's ascending, it says it's getting hotter, getting cooler from one to the next. Okay. And then we've got, it's a mixed bag. So we'll do a right line, average, and then it's item by item by item after that, and it's all concatenated. All added, I should say, to create the average. And we could have done this previously, but here's the thing. Because of how we went through it, I could have created a little for loop to come up with an accumulator, but the fact that we have this validation in here, that makes it tricky for us to do an accumulator. Right? I could have done another if, and if it's within, then we go ahead and accumulate as we go through. And that could have done it there. This is not a difficult way for us to do it. We just went through and added up each one. And then came up with the average. Just go ahead and check it, see what it does. I'll say it's 2, 3, 4, 2. It's a mixed bag, goes up, 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 and then down. Average is 72, or 77.2. So that's it for 6-3, and I'll see you in 6-4.